I used to feel so.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Mitchell, and I'm back at it again today with another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. This is actually going to be a lot better quality and a lot better just all around the way it looks because of I'm using an emulator and I don't have to record with my cell phone anymore. So that is great, great, great. Finally got a new PC. I can finally edit again. And without further ado, let's get into the video. This battle is against Shaniqua, aka WeedleTwineedle. If you haven't checked out his channel already, please be sure to do that. His link will be down in the description. He always brings super fun teams, and I'm glad I was able to battle him. I'm bringing Skunktank, the god himself, Bidoof. You already know what the business is. Excelgor, Bayahim, Hitmonlee, and Mew. I absolutely love Mew if you can't tell already. He's bringing the trolliest Pokemon in the game, Houndoom. I absolutely hate that thing. Blossom, Alolan Marowak, Slurpuff, Chestnut, and Aerodactyl. So, going straight out into the battle, I am first going to lead off with my Skunktank, and aka Pepe Le Pew, and he's going to lead off with his Houndoom, and I really have no absolute clue why he led off with his Houndoom. I was just like, well, maybe the Houndoom, like, I think it's sashed, as a matter of fact. It doesn't really matter in this battle because I'm not going to one-shot it with a Skunktank, but he's going to bring out his Houndoom, and this thing is so trolly. I'm going to go straight for a Poison Jab just to see how much that's going to do. I don't really have an idea of what this thing's going to do, and he goes straight for the counter. He wasn't waiting on me to set up Toxic Spikes or anything like that. Absolutely not. He goes straight for the counter and activates my Aftermath because I am going to go down. But he lives with a literal 1 HP. He told me it was 1 HP. This is a literal 1 HP. Not just trolly because of the moveset, but just troll all around. Like I said, the most trolly Pokemon in the game. I'm going to bring out Bruce, and I was just going to go for a fake out because why not? His Pokemon is already super low on health. And if I get out rocks or anything like that, then I could just take out his Houndoom right then and there. So I didn't really feel like he had a reason to switch out, but he switches out into Marowak to take that fake out, and I don't get my normal gym off, which is also a very nice reason why he switched out. I don't get the normal gym off, therefore my Unburden doesn't work, and I'm not super fast against everything. I knock off his thick club, so he's not going to do nearly as much damage as he was going to do, but he still go for a very strong stab flare blitz, and that's going to take me all the way down to 30 HP. I'm just going to go for another knockoff again, as I know for sure that it's going to kill this time. I didn't really have a reason to not go for a knockoff, because anything that comes in is going to take a knockoff, and it's going to be pretty powerful. He's going to send out Ridley. I like the Metroid reference. His Aerodactyl. And I didn't really know what this thing was going to do. Possibly Stealth Rocks, possibly Mega. I don't really know. Weedle has some very, very interesting movesets, so there's no telling what kind of shenanigans this thing could possibly be up to. I'm going to switch out and go into Bidoof, the absolute Pokegod himself. You already know what the business is. He's going to go straight for an Earthquake, and Bidoof is going to take that like a champ. He's going to eat that up, rice and gravy, nice and tasty. So, yeah, it's going to take me down to about, I'd say about 55% HP. It doesn't go down quite 50. So he's just going to go straight for a Hone Claws here, knowing that he can't kill me with another Earthquake, and he needs to get that attack and accuracy raise so that he can kill me. I'm going to go straight for a Curse. He actually wanted me to, he actually used Hone Claws on purpose to see what this thing was going to do, because he's never seen a Bidoof in battle before, and I'm like the only one that really hardly actually uses Bidoof to my advantage. And I'm just going to go straight for a Curse. That's going to up my defenses too because of Bidoof's simple ability. It's going to up my defenses and my attack too, but it's also going to lower my speed. I'm going to live with 3 HP because I'm a god. Not just I'm a god, but, you know, Bidoof is a god, of course. I'm going to go for an Aqua Tail, and that is literally going to one-shot his Aerodactyl. And that's just the power of Bidoof himself. I mean, there's really no other words to explain it. He's going to send out his Munchie, his little derpy-looking thing called Slurpuff, I do believe. And, yeah, I'm just going to go straight for a Quick Attack because my speed is down 2 stages. And there's absolutely no possible way that I can outspeed this thing. I know it's not the speediest Pokemon in the world, but I am at a disadvantage with -2 speed. So that's just how the cookie crumbles, and he's just going to go for a Flamethrower and take me out. I'm going to go into Mew. This is a special attacking Mew, so I do have, you know, like Flash Cannon, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Psychic, I do believe the moveset is. This is Munium Z, and I didn't realize until after we got into the battle that Munium Z is OU tier. For some odd reason, Munium Z is in the OU tier alone. So Mew is in the UU tier, but Munium Z is in the OU tier. It doesn't really make sense. So he's going to go and heal back up with a Citrus Berry just a little bit and get his health back up. And he's going to go straight for a Calm Mind for some odd reason. I really thought every single last one of these things ran Belly Drum with like Citrus Berry or something along those lines. He's just going to go straight for a Calm Mind and get his special attack and special defense up. So this thing is going to be really, really bulky. And he's going to go straight for a Draining Kiss. Whenever he goes for this move, it makes me realize that, yes, this Draining Kiss is going to make him stally. And I know Weedle's not really the stally type, so he wouldn't really carry on for too long if I had to imagine. But my Flash Cannon is going to do a crap ton of damage. It's a lot more than what he can heal back up with his Draining Kiss. So another Flash Cannon will definitely take this thing back out. But right here, he's going to go for another Draining Kiss, and I think I just go for another Flash Cannon. There's really nothing much to these couple turns. And my health is going to go down, his health is going to go back up, blah, 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 blah. Mew is actually pretty tanky for the most part. Mew has, I think, 100 stats, like 100 base in every stat. So it's like 100s across the board. Kind of a lot of legendaries have this. So it's like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, like all of those have 100 base stat across the board. I'm going to go for another Flash Cannon. That's definitely going to take that bad boy out. He's going to go back into his stupid little Hellhound. And I was like, alright, this dude's already given me enough shenanigans. You know, what else could this thing possibly do? He's just going to go for a Dark Pulse onto my Mew, not really expecting me to switch out. Because, I mean, I could have just went for, you know, like Flash Cannon again or something. Easily could have taken this thing out. He's just going to go for a Dark Pulse. And that's actually going to take out my Bruce, sadly enough. I didn't get to get the fake out off, and I didn't get to sweep up shop because my normal gem never did activate. So I'm going to go into Beheem. I don't really know how to pronounce this thing. Freaking Rockhead. This thing is actually Assault Vested, so I was like, yeah, dude, I can take a Dark Pulse like a champ. And he goes for Destiny Bond. Oh my gosh, I was so salty after I saw this thing go. I mean, like, this is the trolliest Pokemon I've ever seen. This is actually Hidden Power Water, I think. Something. No. It's not super effective, so it's Hidden Power Fighting or something along those lines. It's a really odd Hidden Power. But since he did use Destiny Bond, we didn't see Mr. Rockhead do pretty much, like, didn't do a good bit of damage. He's going to go out into his Blossom. You know how that thing runs in Super Smash Bros. That's exactly how it says it. It's so annoying because it puts everybody to sleep. I'm going to send back out Mew. Like I said, this is a special attacking set. So an Ice Beam is going to do a junk load of damage. I think this is Timid Mewtwo. Not Mewtwo, I'm an idiot. Timid Mew, so that I can outspeed things. And it's going to take him down to about half. His Blossom is pretty defensive because it does have the weakness policy on him. And if you don't know Weedle, he loves his weakness policy. He would sleep with it if he could. He's going to go straight for a Quiver Dance here, and it's going to get his special attack up, his special defense up, his speed up, you know, blah, 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 blah. It gets all of his stats up nice and pretty so that he's sitting in a pretty good position. I'm going to use Ice Beam again. That's obviously going to take this thing out, and sadly, Blossom didn't get to do very much. I was really actually like wanting to see what this thing was going to do because I've never really seen a Blossom in battle. I've wanted to use one myself because they do look like decently tanky and not really just super duper tanky like this Chestnut right here, but it is pretty tanky. I'm going to go straight for a Psychic right here. I could have gone for an Ice Beam, but I mean, a Psychic is going to do just as much because it is a fighting type, and that's my stab, so I might as well have went for it. He's going to go for a Draining Punch just to get just the ever so slight health back as much as he can. And obviously, on this next turn, he's going to go for Spiky Shield. Now, he actually told me that he was going to use Spiky Shield because he wanted me to use my Munium Z. He promised me that it would take it out at this health, and guess what? It doesn't. So, we're going to use Munium Z right here. I think this thing is called, I can't really remember the name of the Z move. Supersonic, no, that's the Flying Z move. Either way, oh, Genesis Supernova. That is just, like, this Mew is the coolest, like, I love this Pokemon so much. He's going to go for Genesis Supernova, and Genesis Supernova is by far, in my personal opinion, the coolest Z move in the game. Just look at it. Like, the way the name pops up and everything, the way his little tail just flips around. I just think Mew is just such a cool Pokemon. And he chains up these little balls like DNA, and I just think it looks so sweet, because he just absolutely nukes this chestnut with a spirit bomb, and it doesn't die. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how bulky chestnut is. And you're running, oh Mitch, how did you hit chestnut? Well, that's because Z moves can actually go through shields. I didn't know Z moves could go through spiky shield, but apparently they can. So that's pretty new. As I'm gonna get the psychic terrain set up right here, this is his last Pokemon. It doesn't really matter what goes up and what goes down. Psychic terrain goes up, but that's not really gonna matter because a psychic would have taken him out anyway. I'm going to be the biggest douchebag in the world right here and switch right on out to my Excelgor because I actually really wanted to use this thing. He thought it was scarfed, and it's not. This is actually a Choice Specs Excelgor, and it does some pretty decent work in the battles that I've had recently. It has, like, pretty interesting moves. I don't think anybody, whenever I first started using this Pokemon, I did not know that it had Water Shuriken on it, so that's pretty fine and dandy. It also has Bug Buzz and stuff along those lines. So he's just going to send out Leech Seed to try to get a little bit of damage back. And he's not going to go for Spiky Shield the next turn because there really is no reason to. Obviously, he's already lost the game and he does not want to forfeit because that's what cheaters do. Not cheaters, that's what wimps do. I'm a wimp. I forfeit all the time because there's no point. I'm going to go straight for a Bug Buzz here, and obviously Choice Specs Stab Bug Buzz from Excelgor is definitely going to take that thing out. This is a great battle. I really appreciate Weedle reaching out to me and allowing me to battle him. Go check out his channel. His link will be in the description if you don't mind. And thank you for watching. It's been your boy Mitchell. Peace out.